So I came back from my work about, I don't know, 2 hours ago. I I took a different street this time. I walked towards like two different blocks that I normally don't walk to. I noticed like when I go to a different street, my anxiety just kind of creep up a little bit, like because I'm not used to being in that street. It's a street that ever since I moved to the neighborhood I live in, I don't really go to that street because it doesn't really take me anywhere. So I don't really go to that street. So I did I didn't really feel too much anxiety by walking to that street. Just a little. I felt a little lost. Like I was like, oh, I hope I don't get lost because I don't really walk to this block, and I don't want to look like I don't want to walk one way and turn back because I'm gonna look suspicious if I do that. So I decided just keep walking till I can find like a street that I know my way around. So even though I was only walking for like 10 minutes or so, but it does happen when you have anxiety. You're not used to going to a place. Your anxiety will creep up on you. But I would say I felt fine. My allergies was the only thing that really got to me. I did feel a little, had a little strange sensation while I was walking, but nothing that really made me want to panic or anything like that. Nothing that was gonna make me run home. I haven't had the urge to run home for a couple of months now. So that's been pretty good. Last night I did sleep pretty good as well. I did wake up around 6 a.m. and then went back to sleep till 9. Waking up 6 a.m. is too early for me. But I did get a decent amount of sleep last night. Even though my allergies was acting up, I do kind of notice one thing. But I think I mentioned this a couple of times, but during spring and summer I can sleep better even though it's hot. But when it's cold, I have a hard time sleeping. I don't know why. But when it's hot, I can sleep better. I don't know what it is. But before I couldn't sleep when it's hot. I could sleep when it's cold and windy and raining because it makes me tired. But I don't know why my body changed. Like when I started having anxiety, I can't sleep when it's cold and windy and raining, but I can sleep when it's hot. So it's like the opposite of what I used to be. Tomorrow, however, I'm planning on going to the pond. I'm gonna take my niece and my nephew with my daughter. We're gonna walk our dog around the pond. The pond that I've been going to. The pond's only about a little bit over 10 minutes away, so it's not that far. But so that should be good. The last time I actually went there with my niece, my nephew, and my daughter, that's the beginning of me having anxiety. I was already kind of having panic moments, like where I would feel kind of panicky leaving my house, but I was still able to leave my house. I have been going back to that point a couple of times now, but however, I haven't been back there with my niece, my nephew, and my daughter at the same time. Just sometimes just me and my daughter. I just go on my own. But so once I go back with the three, it's gonna feel kind of strange. Maybe I might have some flashbacks, I don't know. But I'm looking forward to that because like I mentioned before, I do plan on oh, I had to sneeze by cough. I had to sneeze by cough at the same time. That was strange. But anyways, yeah, I do plan on going to the beach, so that's why I'm trying to like walk around the pond, walk around like places like more out in open space instead of like just around my neighborhood, something and stuff like that. I think sometimes you have to build up motivation by walking around your own neighborhood. The other thing that's good is that you walk around your neighborhood. One day you're gonna get bored of like walking around the same block. Then you start going to like you walk to different blocks, extra different blocks. So once you get used to that, your safe space. Once you get used to it, your safe space, your safety zone will increase every time you walk that extra block. That's what I do. It's like I got so used to walking around the same area so much that within that same 4, 5, 6 blocks within where I'm walking, it feels like it feels like I'm so comfortable with it. I get so bored that it's like my anxiety doesn't even act up when I'm walking around those areas because I get so used to it. So I'm trying to expand my comfort zone. So each time I'm gonna go walk like an extra block block that I never really walked through. I'll stay out like a few minutes later. I'll go out different times, stuff like that, just so I'm like stepping out my comfort zone more often. Because once I get used to it, going outside, walking around the same block, I'm gonna get bored of it. Actually, I am already kind of getting bored of walking around the same neighborhood. So I'm gonna try to like expand my safety zone, walk down like more towards like the busier roads and things like that. But anyways, that's pretty much it for today.